Hey, a million years ago, I did a talk show, and that's what you're gonna see, so enjoy. It's just short clips, but I think you'll dig it. How you doing, Drew?
I'm really good.
Good. I'm sitting here with my friend Drew Barrymore, who I've known since she was small, and now she's bigger. I'm so thrilled for you getting married. I'm excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm nervous and excited. And I'm nervous because I don't think I've ever made such a great decision.
As to get married?
Yeah.
This is amazing. I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, okay, you're gonna get married. At some point you're gonna have like babies, and then you're gonna like, you know, grown woman. The older I get, the harder it is to look at all these young people that I met when they were kids. And most people, I think, have a hard time disassociating you from that little girl from E.T.
Yeah.
You know?
Now it's not so much a problem, but when I was like in my early teens, people just could not accept the fact that I was getting older.
Right.
You know, they still wanted to, see me eating apple pie, hanging with E.T., and it wasn't like that anymore. I was aging and growing up, and people were not accepting of that. And now they are, but it took a while.
Well, I think, was it Pretty Poison?
Poison Ivy, yeah.
Ivy? Honey, I think they got it now.
I know. I mean, that was a big part of like how people sort of became acceptance with my age.
Right.
Was that movie. I mean, once I started filming it and people were hearing what I was doing in this film, they were like, Drew Barrymore's doing what? And then once they saw it, they were like, okay, I can see her, as a woman, and all that stuff. But yeah, that was definitely like a breakthrough transitional role for me.
And it was a surprise to you too, because I know you never think of yourself as sexy or beautiful. No. I don't get it. Why not?
I don't know, maybe it's good for my ego that I don't look in the mirror and go, baby, you've got it going on, I mean, I think maybe that's good, but that's not me. People say, how do you feel that people are calling you a sex symbol, or how does it feel to play these, seductress roles? How do you feel that you can get men with your sex powers or whatever? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Me? I'm like the clumsiest girl in the world. And I mean, that's just a character, and people usually associate you with your characters,
Tell
as
me
you
about
know.
It. Yeah.
And but it was fun because I got to be somebody that I wasn't, and that for me, the reward of acting for me is not what comes afterwards. It's actually on the set doing the work and going home at night and going, I accomplished something.
Do you think that you went through this process of trying to find out who you were because you had such a heavy weight of who you were supposed to be? You carry this amazing name, which must be some pressure.
Yeah.
And you were in the biggest movie in the history of film.
Yeah.
You and the guy from outer space are the two things people remember. Him seeing you, you seeing him,
Yeah, I mean, it was hard. I mean, where do you go from there? It's when you're a child, you think, okay, now that I've done this, now what do I do?
Yeah.
It's difficult for any child actor to make a transition from child to preteen to teenager to adult. A lot of them, unfortunately, aren't able to make it and don't get the chance. Thank God I was the type of person that never let anyone get me down. I mean, yeah, of course it hurts sometimes when casting directors be like, absolutely not, you're not right for this, sorry. I'd be like, well, let me just prove to you that I am. And if you still think I'm not, then fine, but let me give you this, idea, or give me that chance. I'm finally at a point in my life where I've learned that being me is absolutely fine. I don't have to be another person. I don't always have to act. I don't, if I like Winnie the Pooh, it's okay. I'm a child. I can be a child. If, I have to make sure that I'm brushing my teeth and getting to work on time, there's so many different sides of my life, and that's exactly where I want to be. You have to learn what's really important in your life and work on those.
Yeah. You also have been very instrumental for a lot of young people to come to terms with whatever's going on in their life. Part of what happened for you was happening to a lot of people, and nobody wanted to cop to the fact that they were in trouble. When you talked about it, you talked about where you'd come from. When you look back, is it like, whew, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was such a cleansing process, you know, scary, but it was like, you know, it was like writing the autobiography and coming out and all of that stuff and everything that I went through in my whole life. Now that I look back on it, it really is, it was like a cleansing process, you know, and I hope to help people along the way in any scenario. And as to, you know, having my name, that was also tough because when I was younger, I always thought that people expected me to be as good as they were, and you can't. I mean, they're an extraordinary acting family with a talent all of their own, and I never wanted to compete with that. I just learned that I just wanted them to be proud of me.
Yeah.
You know, I hope they are.
I bet they are. I would think so, my dear.
Thank you.